reality. I appreciate everybody taking the time.
Okay, and we are live on LinkedIn, yes.
I know this is a busy time for healthcare players.
Okay, LinkedIn looks good. LinkedIn looks really, really nice, by the way.
Some of you have traveled from all over the country. I do not
Do you want to check your computer, make sure we have audio?
and I do hope that we will return our investment by the end of the day. So thank you again. Welcome to the city of Chicago. Welcome to Connect 2024. I'd also like to thank, the Simplify team, the marketing team, the administrative team, the extended team for putting up this great show. As you all know, it takes a village to make something like this happen. So I sincerely appreciate the effort that every team member has put in and made this a reality. Thank you.
Okay, I think he's about ready to click. Let's see click.
So as we look at, today, last year was a great success in your words. A lot of you at the event. You also gave us some good feedback that they packed the agenda a little bit, pack it up a little bit, and we've taken that to heart. And what you will see today is the agenda that is very efficient. I will suggest that all of you interact, engage with each other.
He might not know that he needs to advance.
No, he will advance. He's just opening. He knows he needs to advance. He's got the clicker in his hand. We talked. We went through how to do clicker magic. I just want to make sure that we are in his deck. There you go. See, beautiful. And that's in his DSM. Okay, but now in his DSM, we need to see next slide.
We have a we have invested in the partner ecosystem, and we have 140 odd attendees, from our community. So thank you again, for being here.
Set looks really nice.
I want to thank our sponsors.
That looks good.
So many young contributions have helped make this a reality. Do take the time to visit their groups, engage, interact with them as you are here. We are going to go through the course of the day. Today is going to be a pretty clear day I just take the weather and actually there are no clouds. So I think it's going to be a fun evening. Till then, turns the event. Looking forward to seeing you all in a different avatar. If you are not comfortable doing that, like me, feel free to dress casually. But there will be props, there will be stuff out there. So be comfortable, enjoy your night, enjoy the evening. This should be a fun event. I'm looking forward to it. As I'm told, it tilts 20 degrees. I will want it to tilt 60, but that's the thing. All right. So Simplify Healthcare is now 16 years old. It is now right age. And I started this 16 years ago with an idea and a concept, right? And it has grown organically to where it is at today. When I stand here, when I engage with you guys, it is always a humbling moment for me when I look back, right? Not too long ago, where we were having a few customers, few employees, and here we are. I sincerely appreciate it, and I personally want to thank all the trust and faith that you have put in us. We have customers representing 64 health plans as we speak today, and the year is not over yet. I know there are some out here today that would like to join the Simplify family. I do hope that we see you added to these numbers as we go next year. But we really value the partnership that we have with all of our customers. As a company, we have continued to growing, we have continued to expand, we have continued our growth, and that reflects in all these numbers. Our growth is essentially driven not just from acquiring new customers, but also with the expansion within existing customers. That speaks to the partnership and the bond that we have, and the innovation that we continue to bring to the table.
Thank you.
Our 700 employees are spread between US and India. On a good day, you can get to our offices in the Chicagoland area in 45 minutes. But on a typical day, it takes 2 hours, or you can fly from here to Dallas.
Appreciate it.
So that's that. The other quick stat here that is worth commenting on is the 125 plus citizens in installed. This also tells me, right, that all of our customers are using more than one of our capabilities, which can again leads to that connected journey aspiration that we have, that
Now,
all of
see,
our
this
customers should
introduction
follow.
will get married into the slide with more than an hour. So tell me, I'm going to see.
What I figured that we will do today is also talk a little bit about some market trends and feedback that we have received from you. It has been an interesting year in a variety of ways, and some of the trends and feedback that we have been receiving has been consistent with our hypothesis. We're just seeing a significant amount of interest and focused attention now. As we all know, the world that we live in, the payers world, is highly fragmented. Whether you look at the benefits use case, whether you look at the provider use case, multiple systems, multiple data feeds, multiple handoffs. I don't need to repeat all of that. We live it day in, day out. Unless and until we connect all of that together, that exponential value realization is not going to come through. And what has been interesting, encouraging, and fascinating is that this year, a lot of you have come in saying that, hey, we've made this investment, we've started here, tell us more about how can we connect these dots and start realizing that exponential value. One of the key aspects that has really caught our attention that all of you have brought to us is this connected front office to back office. A number of you over the last few years made some choices, made some decisions, where you decided that, hey, let's pick the CRM platform, and in our CRM platform, where I'm capturing opportunities, leads, etc., let's try and capture the product configuration aspect there itself. Everyone made a great attempt towards that journey. But what I realized, and what you all realized, right, is that now you've created another copy and another source of that benefits data now sitting in the CRM system. That realization has come to fruition this year, and a lot of you have reached back out to us that, hey, that investment is not producing the value because now it's one more system that I've got to keep maintaining. What can you do, Simplify? Do you have anything with you that can actually extend your product catalog and take it to the front office, reuse, leverage those rules so that I don't have to maintain another copy of this data? It has been exciting. We are engaging with a number of you in those conversations. And with the platforms, with the solutions that we have the capability to connect the front office to the back office. Imagine a world where a sales user or a sales ops user goes into your CRM tool, tracks the lead, clicks a button, is able to configure a benefit plan, or with our AI capabilities, upload what a competitor is offering to your group. The system makes a plan recommendation. You go in and make an edit to it. That rates prices, and that gets loaded into your claim system and also into your benefit inquiry system, whether be it customer service or whether be it your digital platforms. All of this being seamlessly populated with minimal manual intervention. That has been a pretty big market trend, and I'll talk a little bit more about where we are spending our time, where we are making these investments. What I just laid out is not a dream. It is a reality. Some of you are living it in bits and pieces, and now really the effort that is coming together is how do you really bring all of this together so you can realize the full end-to-end potential. So that has been a great trend, and we'll certainly double click into this more as we go forward. If someone came to me last year and said, hey, let's build, why doesn't Simplify build a credentialing solution? I would have said, well, credentialing is commoditized. Why would I do that, right? I'll just integrate into any of the credentialing solutions that are out there. I don't need to go in and build something because my investment dollars are precious. I would like to focus more on innovative ideas, right, that can truly be needle movers. Well, come to find out, as we started to get more feedback from you, more RFPs, more RFIs, there is a real need for a common platform.
housing product provider data management, housing contracting, and housing credential, so that in one swoop, you are able to connect and integrate the entire provider lifecycle. That is really what triggered us to go in and invest in provider credentialing. The idea again being that how can we give you that connected journey instead of using 3, 4, 5 fragmented solutions, how can you connect them so that you can realize exponential value? I'll double click a little bit and then there are sessions here that will go deep into it. But this has again been an interesting observation and a market trend that we have seen where everyone is expecting everything in one box, and therein lies an opportunity. AI. We made a commitment last year that we are going to invest in AI, and we went down the path of exploring organic ways of delivering on our AI promise. Anybody here that is looking to hire AI talent, you must know, what we all go through. And there is a unique opportunity that came up where I'm proud to say that we have completed our first major acquisition in the AI space and fully integrated them into Simplify Healthcare. That is what we are branding as Simplify Healthcare AI. So the question is, well, you're not experts at acquisition, why go down this path? And I think the reality is that when we met with Deepak and team, who you all will be talking to or meeting here in a bit, it was very clear, there was a very clear idea that we are going to come up with ready to deploy AI use cases that are specific to the healthcare payers. We are not going to be generalists. We are going to solve specific needs. And oh, by the way, we're going to deploy them where the value realization window is going to be 2 to 4 weeks. And that was just mind-blowing for me. And when we evaluated that further, it just made sense. The booth is here. I'm sure some of you are spending time with it. And lastly, I'll also mention that the bespoke nature of this capability is also important because everybody's needs are slightly different. And as you look to go from fragmentation to a connected journey, there are several opportunities for you to infuse AI into this ecosystem so that you can get that exponential value. So that has been the general thesis. The market in general, as we see from an AI perspective, does talk about some broad brush strokes, several POCs that could take months here towards value realization. Our approach has been take the bites, get you to rapid value, and keep building on it. So net, as we look at our path forward, our approach to simplifying healthcare, we really think about this in 4 quadrants: the connected benefit journey, the connected provider journey, our ready to deploy AI use cases, or any bespoke AI use cases that you may bring to the table. And last but not the least is our Simplify App Fabric. As we again engaged with a lot of you through the year, we found that the amount of custom app development that is done within the payer world is significant, whether be it driven by the need to modernize applications, whether it is driven by the need to create additional capabilities based on the evolving and changing needs of our regulatory or our business environments. I can tell you that because of the fact that all of our business applications are built on top of the Simplify App Fabric, we are able to make a bold cost takeout statement that says, don't even tell me what your requirements are. You go in, if you've estimated $1 million, let's say, for your enterprise application, we will just do it for 40% less, period. No questions asked. And that is a straight cost takeout capability that we are bringing to the table to our payers. We have seen an overwhelming response to Simplify App Fabric since we unlocked it last year. We wanted to democratize the platform so that we can, again, extend that value where instead of building a bunch of fragmented custom apps, right, using conventional .NET, Java, etc. tools, how do you bring it on the same platform so that you can, again, get the value of a common platform and capability? This is really how we are going to market. This is really going to be our way of delivering exponential value to you as we continue our journey with you going forward. The architect in me wants to go in and unpack this full slide, but I won't. I'm being told, please don't do that. So, as you all know, the Simplify Health Cloud is our vehicle of delivering our business applications to you. It is powered by the Simplify App Fabric. Last year, we announced, the Simplify Health Cloud. A number of you are already on it. A number of you will be on it. There are roadmaps in place, and we intend to get everyone moved to the Simplify Health Cloud, by Q1 of next year. That is certainly a commitment. Why the Simplify Health Cloud? You're going to get the benefits of the horizontal and vertical performance scaling. You will get the benefit of rapid innovation deployments, because that's really where you will start to see the needle moving changes, right, that we are continuing to invest in. Right? Given some of the market trends that I talked about, so where have we been spending our time in 2024? Now, make no mistake, to the core of the platform, to the core of the business applications, we have continuously made investments there per the roadmaps, per your input, per your feedback. We've also made investments towards the typical people and process. We've strengthened our teams. We continue to improve our processes based on input and feedback from you. We are learning as we all are learning. We are dealing with two of the most difficult use cases in the payer world, benefits and provider data. This is not for the faint of heart, as we all know. And there are always areas of improvement that we continue to focus on, and that is just table stakes for us. We continue to make those investments on a year-over-year, month-over-month, day-over-day basis. But when I look at market disrupting investments that we have made in 2024, connecting back to some of the trends that we saw, one of the investments that we made is we rolled out a Salesforce plugin for sales enablement. A number of you again came back saying that, look, that idea that, hey, in the CRM tool, we'll build another place, we'll enter our data there, and that will get available on the storefront for selling, that is causing more issues than it is actually solving. Can you connect it with your product catalog? And oh, by the way, can you do it in a way where I don't have to sit there and custom build everything? So we have created this Salesforce plugin that will deliver accelerated value to you when you are down the journey of connecting the front office to the back office. A number of you are using the Service Cloud on the Salesforce platform. And the question was, well, your benefit inquiry Service One capability is great. How can you enable us to slide that into that same pane of glass for Service Cloud? We have a capability that is ready to deploy from a benefit inquiry perspective that is Salesforce ready. The ready to deploy AI use cases, we have a number of them that are ready off the shelf. And of course, there is a full capability around the bespoke nature of the AI use cases as well. Provider credentialing that I mentioned to enable that integrated provider lifecycle management. Here, we built provider credentialing with an AI-first mindset. One of the biggest challenges in provider credentialing has been primary source verification. And when you have to go to websites that have the CAPTCHA in it, a lot of the tooling starts to fail. We believe that we have cracked that nut, and that is a disruptive capability that now is available, for our players, to explore, evaluate, and potentially adopt. Translation. This was a fun one as we were spending time this year. Again, this was one of those where we said, translation is out there. We'll generate English content, be it in the form of documents, be it in the form of content that we stream, and somebody else can figure out the translation. When we looked closely at it, you're paying by the word. And I looked at my team and I said, well, I would like to get paid by the word. But when we looked at this further, we said, well, when we combine the capability of our platform When we combine, our investments in AI, we can create something that is truly disruptive in this space that can really help you take a significant amount of cost out of the equation. This is an administrative capability, and how can you do cost takeout in this? I'm glad to announce that the translation capability is live today. We have live customers on it that are using it. Please feel free to explore that further. This is again something that is a high cost takeout value prop for you. Taking all the data, benefits, provider, fees and rates, moving all of that into your core admin claims processing system has always been a fun one that a lot of us have aspired to, but have always struggled that how can we make that happen. We doubled down on it. With our strong partner ecosystem, we are in a position now to have claims connectors to some of the leading platforms that are out there, and all of these will now start to be available natively integrated with the Simplify platform. And last but not the least, custom apps via the Simplify app fabric. If you spend time on the booth, you will be able to see a number of use cases. And that certainly is something that I would encourage you again to explore, primarily from an acceleration and a cost takeout perspective.